The smartest path to earn $5,100 daily utilizing TikTok and ChatGPT in the laziest way possible online right now. My name is Ryan Borden. Let's jump into this. What am I talking about? Well, let's have a look at Stripe here. Now, if we look at the past 4 weeks, we've made $145,000. What is Stripe? Stripe is our credit card processor. It's how we collect payments on the credit card side. We also collect PayPal. That's not included here, but this is just credit card payments. And so I'm not saying this to brag, but I would want to show you what's possible, of course, because I'm talking about it. So this is what's possible. How did I get our number? I grabbed the calculator and punched it up 145,000 right here, divided it out by 28 days because it's 4 weeks and we have $5,000, right? So that's how I got our number right here, $5,000 daily. Now, that obviously makes sense. If we roll this out further, like 12 months, we can see it's $1.155 million. I'm not even sure how to say that, actually, but I guess I should practice saying over $1 million. Anyways, and then 3 months, and then if we go to 7 days and so on and so forth, right? So there's a lot of money that is possible to be made online. And I think the biggest thing that I run into as I'm helping students is that they don't believe that it's possible. And so it is possible, right? I once worked at AT&T. I worked at AT&T for a decade. I worked at a grocery store for many years before that when I was first getting started. And so it is possible to actually break free from your job and escape while there's still time and do this. So what are we doing here? Well, a couple of things, a little housekeeping, some moving parts. So let's get going. So first, if you could drop a yes, just like pause the video right now and put a yes in the comments down below. That helps me on YouTube. Also helps me to judge what's going on. I've been looking at a lot of metrics lately, and I want to give you the trainings that you really want. So I want to help you. So if you give me a yes, that would let me know that you're interested in this and that we want more like this. And if this isn't it, give me a no. Give me some more information. So there is a tool list and live classes. When I mention those, when I'm talking about the tool list, it is this website right here. You enter your email address and then the tool list gets emailed to you. And it is a free checklist that's super powerful. We're going to use that. The live classes is this website right here, where every Tuesday and Thursday we go live and we break down the strategies like we're talking about in this video for about 45 minutes. And then we have question and answer time where you can ask questions live and then so on and so forth, right? So the reason we do that is obviously if we're actually going to make $5,100 a day or get anywhere close to that, because that is $1 million a year. Right. Or thereabouts. So that's a lot of money, right? And you can't just do that by watching a 10-minute YouTube video and then, pushing a couple buttons and then it magically shows up in your bank account every day without ever doing anything again. You got to do some work. And in order to do some work, you got to know what work you're doing. So you need to learn some things. And then, and you generally need to ask some questions, right? I still ask questions about new concepts, like how do I get from $1 million to $3 million, which is what our goal is for this year at a minimum, right? So each level that you're at, you always need to ask questions. And so we have live question and answer time. And then as well, there's some other stuff. So let's jump in. Number one is a tool list. And this is important because it has a subset point as well. So if we go here again to this website here, enter in our email address here. And then if there's a captcha, get past that. Then we have our checklist. So normally this shows up in email, but I've already got it loaded up here. And the first thing you want to show up is important is the yellow bar here where you can join the free Facebook group, because then you can ask even more questions. You can announce that you're new. You can, as you grow, help other people and show them what's working. But there are tens of thousands of people in here right now, people every day showing what's working, helping people, answering questions. And generally, you want to be around the people that are posting the information that you want, because that's one great way that you can learn. So what is the rest of the checklist? It is a list of companies that will pay you to promote their products. You can see across the bottom, there's all kinds of categories. And this is by no means an exhaustive list, but it is several hundred, and it will take you quite a while to work through the hundreds that you have here. So it's just a great starting point because you don't have to go out and figure all these things out, right? So by the time you get through this list, it's probably going to be the better part of a year, if not a year or more. And then you should be making some serious thousands of dollars. And, from there, you'll have a good idea what you want to do and what's working. And you just double down. In the meantime, we're going to go here and pick this tool because it's popular and they have a really great program. People love it and it converts well. We can join their affiliate program right here, and then we can also log in. So let me do that. And once we're logged in here, we can see some various stats up here. And then we have our link, which we'll talk about later in the video. So stick with me. This is the link that when someone goes here, which we'll do right now, they can sign up. And then when they sign up, you get paid, right? So this is one great program because it's a reoccurring program. There are a lot of those, but tends to be a pretty high conversion one. And so you get paid every single month as you go along. So if you make a sale today and the customer is a customer for 9 months, you get paid every single month for the next 9 months, right? And so, excuse my hiccups there. And the payouts here, you can see we've been, there's one that's in about a month and 3 days and that sort of stuff. They're usually about $2,000 or $3,000, and we haven't promoted this in a while. So this is just the residual that is just hanging out from, the 30% reoccurring commission. So what do we do from here? Well, the next thing that we need to do is we need to replicate and utilize a list that we actually dropped in the live classes this week. So again, live classes is this website here. In the live classes this week, James Jernigan taught a lesson on hooks. And the hook is the most important part of a video. So we're going to get some views here. And ultimately what's going to happen is we're going to translate views across this lesson, and we're going to translate views into money. But first we need to replicate a video, and we need people to actually watch the video, hence the views, right? You're watching this video, that's a view. So in order to get a great view, we need to get a list of hooks, because the hooks are the most important thing. They grab your attention and then you get to watch them. So first of all, what does that really mean? Well, what it means is, let's go to TikTok, for example. I've got a bunch of videos up here. You can go search for Jasper AI or whatever you're doing. This happens to be Side Hustle. Obviously, it's about making money, so there's a lot of great videos here. And we can quickly see ones that are working well. This is 45 million views, 52 million views, 25 million views, so on and so forth. So you find a video that's relevant, or you can search for the topic that you're promoting. And we're just going to grab the video, and then we're going to replicate the video. So here's one that's like $27 million. We grab it and we replicate the video. But we need a super strong hook. So let me grab a hook for us. All right, so what I did was I grabbed a transcript. So you can take a transcript of a video, for example, and you can plug it into ChatGPT and ask it to recreate the video using this, and you can add your own hook, right? So one of the hooks off the list is, this seems illegal, but it's not. What James has done is he's gone out and he's made hundreds, possibly thousands of videos across about 20 different channels on different platforms, and tested them to see which ones work. And so what he found was that proper hooks make all the difference in the world. And you can go research this. Like, this isn't really anything crazy new. If you go read the people that are successful, that, making hundreds of millions of dollars a year, which, we're doing like $1 million a year working on 3 million. These people are doing like $100 million, and they're using proper hooks. But what the hook is what's important. So James really already knew the hook was important, but he tested tons of different hooks to find out the most important ones. And he shared his private list with us in the live classes on Thursday. And that is linked in the replay sheet. So there's replays of all the live videos and then the live classes. And so if you join the live classes, then you get the replay and you actually get that list. That is, the list itself is probably worth hundreds of dollars just to have the list of the right hooks, because that makes all the difference. So we're going to give ChatGPT this. It's going to write us a new script. And so we're going to make this script, and what we're going to do with it, we're going to replicate a video. So we replicate, we just kind of recreate the video by reading the script and saying it out, right? Point the camera and away we go. And there's other videos actually on this channel, how to actually do the replication part. And again, we cover that in the live classes too. But in ChatGPT then is also going to write the title for us. So we can give it and say, all right, also please give me a title. Can't spell. That's all right. It knows what's going on, right? So now we have a great title for it too, because the title we're going to put in the video is important, because the title is one of the things people see and how people search for the videos, as well as other things, right? So that's super important. Now we've got a great video. We posted it up on TikTok. We posted it on YouTube. We posted it on Instagram. We posted it on Facebook. Throw it up on Twitter if you want. But once we have it up there, we're starting to get views, because when you make a video very similar to one that's super popular, which is what we did, then then the algorithms already know that the one's popular and they can see it similar, so they'll start showing it. And obviously also it's about the topics that people want to hear about. And so you're better off to make a video about what people are interested in than trying to make a video about whatever it is the world you want to talk about. There's a space for that, but in this specific space, we're trying to make videos about specific products. So might as well use what works. Don't reinvent the wheel. You get way farther, way faster. So now that we have that and we have our title, we're going to use automation. So the CRM really is a key for automation. And again, I don't have time to break down the whole process of how CRMs work and what they are. We have multiple classes already dedicated to them in the live classes, and we're going to have another one next week tying in some different stuff on the CRM, because the CRM is amazingly powerful because it does everything automatically. So what I'm talking about is this. This is a CRM. You can use any. This is the one we use and recommend in the classes. But again, any CRM will work. Some of the students use other ones. And here we have a landing page, which is pretty basic setup. The overall concept is whenever someone watches your video, you're going to send them through a redirect link. Again, we cover that in the live classes, but don't have time for that in this video. But we send them through a redirect link when they view the stuff, and they get to our landing page, which is hosted on the CRM. And as soon as they enter their email address, they become a lead. So that's how we get from here to here. So someone comes here because they watch your video, they enter the redirect link, or they click on it and they come here, they enter their email address, and they click the button to subscribe. And then voila, now they're a lead. Now what the CRM is going to do is it's going to send them emails every single day. Like I'm talking 365 days a year. We don't want to let a day. We're selling to them on Christmas. We're selling to them on all the holidays. We're selling to them while you're asleep, while you're awake. It doesn't matter what country they're in. Everything's automatic. It times it all appropriately for that person. And it sends them emails every day. Here's some examples, and in the emails we will have an opportunity to click a link, and you guessed it, that link is our link back here. So now they have entered their email address, and every single day the CRM puts an email in front of them that says, hey, this is an amazing product, here's another reason why you should buy it, and gives them a link and a chance to buy. Now that's amazing, because that is where the real sales come from, is from sending them emails every single day and getting in front of them with all kinds of different angles, because people don't buy on average until they see something 7 times. So when they see it the first time, they might not buy when they watch the video. And so now that you've made a lead out of them, you can send them emails every day until they do buy, which turns into a sale. And so once you have a sale, and on average it's 7 times, but it might be 14 times for some people. Once you have a sale, obviously that turns into money, because if we look at our stats again, people who buy, we've got some clicks. A lot of people will click, less people will will sign up for a free trial, and less people, of course, will become a customer. But we care about the actual customers, because that is how we get to our money, and then you get paid. So pretty straightforward. Now, the lazy way to do this is, I say lazy because the CRM is really doing all the heavy lifting. It's like managing all the contacts automatically, sending them emails every single day, getting them to buy. And as soon as they buy one thing, as soon as you're done selling them one thing, you can move to the next thing, which is what the over and over part is. So now we refer back to step 1. This is kind of like, okay, go back to step 1 and do it again, and go back to step 1 and do it again, right? So we go back to our list again, which is at this website right here. And once we get back to our list, then we just go to the next tool, and the next one. You get the point. We're going to go down here. We're going to go over here and sell them these, and we're going to go over here and sell them these. Right? You're going to sell them everything. And then, if you manage to work through this whole list, which we add stuff from time to time if we find other great offers. These are great offers we found. There are hundreds of thousands, probably millions of different companies that will let you become an affiliate all over the world and sell their stuff for them, and they will pay you to do that. So, the sky really is the limit. Like, this is, you could do this for the next decade and utilize the process. What's key here is, the basic process is obviously views turn into leads, leads turn into sales, and ultimately that equals money. That part's pretty straightforward. Now that you have that, it's good. What really matters is when you get the things that crazy ramp up your views, because the more views you get, if you can 10x the views, if you go from 1,000 views to 10,000 views to 100,000 views, that is, 10 times, 100 times the leads, which is 10 times, 100 times the sales, which you guessed it, 10 times, 100 times the money. That's how we start to get up to like $50, $100 a day. But you got to start at making your first dollar, and then you work your way up. But we just keep repeating it over and over again, but we need really great leverage points like James Jernigan's list, live classes to teach you the things you don't know, have the ability to answer questions, ask questions, answer questions, have the private messenger group that we have for the live classes, have the support of the other members that are in there answering questions, showing you what's working. I mean, there are literally people in there 24 hours a day in the private messenger group, in the Facebook group, in the live classes, when they show up and help other people. Sometimes people don't even ask questions. They just come on and say, this is what's working for me. This is a great resource I found. Or they'll answer somebody else's question with a really great resource they found, and everybody helps each other. So that's the kind of things you need. Those are your leverage points that let you get where you start 10xing things and 100xing things and 1000xing things, and really do that along with some work. Of course, taking action is obviously key, because you have to do something. If you just sit there and watch videos, if you watch this video and you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. If you watch this video and you take action, and you continue to take action, that's when you're going to start making money. So the way to start, having said that, is, of course, first go and this website and get the checklist, because that's free and you need the checklist. It's very powerful. Second thing to do is join the free Facebook group and, announce that you're new, ask questions as you go along, get among like-minded people. Very important. After that, your next step is to join the live classes, because at the live classes, every Tuesday, every Thursday, we're in there talking, helping, and bringing more value. This week, James brought the list, and it was absolutely amazing. People were freaking out about how awesome it was and how much value it is to have those hooks, because the amount of hours, the hundreds and hundreds of hours that went into testing to find which hooks can really accelerate your videos. Because when you accelerate the videos, you accelerate the views. And when you accelerate the views, you accelerate the leads. And when you accelerate the leads, you accelerate the sales. And of course, all that accelerates your money. That's why everybody was freaking out in the classes. So what would you do? The next thing to do is go here to the website, enter your email address, and join the live classes. And then until then, I will see you in the next live class, which is this coming Tuesday. And until then, happy money making.